So, this is the Tac Force EMT Tacticoolio knife. $20 on Amazon. And normally I collect knives, but today I'm looking for a tool, something I'm going to use and abuse. And so I found this. I'm not a survival specialist by any means. I just passed my EMT1 class and, was feeling tactical and putting together just a bit of a first aid kit, and obviously you need a knife. My favorite knife is my CRK knife, but I wanted, something new, something cool. This was on Amazon. I saw it, bought it with my own money, not sponsored, and I just wanted to check it out. And so, you got the little light. Surprisingly, I haven't broke it off yet. I've had it for about a month. The light still works. I forgot to turn the light off. If you need a new battery, you unscrew it and put it back on. And I was like, and you'd probably never use this for, checking pupils, because that's kind of weird with a knife. I guess you could, but I don't know. It seems something unethical about waving a knife around somebody's eyes. But if you're, using it in the dark and whittling in the dark, I don't know why you'd be doing that. You have a little light. It's kind of cool. There's lights on drills. Those are sometimes a little bit of light goes a long way. It's got a seatbelt cutter, and it's got a glass breaker. I will put the seatbelt, my attempts at cutting a seatbelt with this. There are some junked up cars, and I just decided if I needed a seatbelt cutter, can it do the job? The short answer is absolutely not. You'll not cut a seatbelt with this thing. Seatbelt. A knife. Seatbelt cutter. It's not working. Let's see. That works. This. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Seatbelt cutter, not too impressed with. So the seatbelt cutter is a joke. The light's kind of a cool gimmick. It is $20 on Amazon. So, paid for it with my own money, not sponsored. How is it as a knife? That's what we all want to know. this is after me carrying around for about a month and doing a little bit of abusive testing. Um, that's cool. But how is it as a knife? Oh, that was bad. Not bad. Like I said, I've used it. Let's see if I can't cut myself. It could be sharper, but let's see. But yeah. So I've used it, so it needs to be a sharper little bit. It is sharp-ish. Overall impression. Is it a gimmick? You know, it's a cheap $20 knife made from China. Some good marketing. And it's got a light. It's got a glass breaker. Will I keep this as my everyday carry, if you will? I don't. No. And I'll tell you why. I just graduated. I just passed just an EMT 1 course, and the EMT 1, that's, you know, it's basic life support. You could give ice and aspirin and bandage a few boo-boos, and that's about it. It's just a step above a basic first aid class, and I prefer to carry with these. I've seen other people EMT3s and their paramedics carry these around with them, and so you got your trauma shears, glass breaker, and so that's nice. So if you're trying to be tactical and, you know, have it as an everyday carry, not bad. This is the seatbelt cutter. That's not going to happen. Trauma shears. I can cut a seatbelt and probably break glass, but you can break glass with just about anything if you're creative enough. And yeah, so I like these. This, on the other hand, I think I would probably use this for, I'm still gonna use this, still like it. I'm probably gonna put this in my fishing kit because, well, I can clean fish with this. Little light works. That's kind of nice to have, I guess. Kind of, you know, if it's getting late, you got to hurry up and clean a fish. So it's still sharp, but I feel kind of, it doesn't replace my CRK knife. CRK knife, American made. And the reason why I prefer my CRK knife, which I'll review later, but you've probably already seen them. They're great knives. The reason why I like my CRK knife is because it has a longer handle. It is a better knife than this. It's a $20 knife. A little cool flashlight. That's my opinion. Cool decoration though. That's, you know, not the first of abuse. The blades, it's alright. It's a tiny knife. It's probably a little bit dull. But with my other knife, it hasn't replaced my other knife, my everyday carry knife. Um, and he was like, "Whoa, show us this knife." Well, the CRK has been around for a while, and it's, I don't know if it'd be worth me presenting, if you will. This, I couldn't find any videos on YouTube, so I thought this would be kind of neat. Something to share, if you will. And I'll do another video on the CRK knife because I keep the CRK knife with my gear, and that's not with me at the moment because I'm trying to get by with this, and I don't know, it's kind of tiny. I don't know, it doesn't really scratch the niche. Supposedly you can probably use this for an oxygen bottle. And still cool knife. I don't know if it's because it's $20. I don't know if it's made because it's made in China. I don't know if it's because it's just not tactically enough. But for a knife, it's an okay knife. Great for my little kit when I go fishing. This, I think, is more what I wanted this to be. But this is, this is a little more than, this is not $20. It's a lot nicer. But, yeah, so that's the Tac Force knife. That's my thoughts. If you like it, you're more welcome to get it, but it's an okay knife. It's an okay knife. It looks cool. I like the bright orange. Find it easier in the dark, but it just feels, for a knife, it just feels okay as a knife. I like the handle a lot better. My other knife, and I'll show you that knife a little bit later, but that's this one for now, and maybe I'll do a review on this a bit later, but these have been around for a while. It's trauma shears, and I'm sure people have done reviews on them. They have. I actually watched a review before I got this, and yeah, so I like this a whole lot better for the tactical side of satisfying that newly born EMT itch, if you will. Cut the clothes, glass breaker, and has a seatbelt cutter that is way more substantial than this. I'll leave a little video someplace around here. Maybe I did it before, maybe I did it after, of me trying to cut a seatbelt. Trying to cut a seatbelt. I ended up cutting it with the knife. The knife works. So, yeah, not bad. It's $28, but it's not a great knife. You're not going to cut a seatbelt in the dark upside down with this. It's not going to happen. I guess you could, this is kind of a cool little light. Like I said, I've had it for a month. No problems. I was really surprised. I thought this was going to break off. And that's a lot of pressure. And, yeah. So, Tac Force, it's okay. It's an okay knife. But it's got a cool gadget. But anyways, Anyways, so that's that for the Tac Force knife. That's been my experience. And if you haven't noticed, this channel is really tiny. And so there's not going to be any advertisings on this. So I'm going to shoot you a quick advertisement, if you will, because I like a lot of things, and I'm sure you like a lot of things. I like knives. I like knives. I like really big knives, and I like swords, and I like books. I'm a bit of a closet nerd, and if you're interested in magic, adventure, dragons, true love, revenge, all that sort of thing, during the lockdowns, I wrote a book, and it's called Founder's Keep, and I made an audiobook as well, so you don't even have to read the book. But if you like audiobooks, the audiobook link is down below, and that might be fun. If not, that's okay. I'm a new writer. It's impossible to get noticed. There's so many books out there, and but yeah, if you would like to check that out, that'd be really cool. If not, have a wonderful day. Have a happy New Year, and we'll see you later. All right. Chapter 1. Helvisti. Nora took in a deep breath as the ship sailed out of the harbor and tugged at her long fur overcoat that blocked the cold wind as she turned for one last look back at the city. She would miss Tackroon and its cozy, bone-white wattle and daub buildings with their shaggy thatch roofs. She watched them fade away until all that could be seen was lush green hills dotted with flocks of sheep and smiling shepherds that waved at the